Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I talk about stocks, investing, and financial independence. Today I'm going to be starting a series called The Trade of the Millennium, and this is going to go into a recent purchase I've bought and one that I feel strongly of. And I believe that it could be the trade of the millennium, and this is focused around Bitcoin. I'm going to be talking about what Bitcoin is and what I believe the future market for Bitcoin can be and its impact on the economy and financial institutions as we know it. So what is Bitcoin? Most people don't really know what they are talking about when they talk about Bitcoin. They don't understand why it has value. Half of the people think that there's no value, and the other half of the people think it's the best thing ever. What Bitcoin is and what it is made to be is the best money that humans have ever had, and that this makes it a perfect store of value for companies, for individuals, anyone. So what is money? Well, money in its most basic form is the way that humans store and use their energy. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, before we had money, people used the barter system, and you have to find an object or something of value that the person that you wanted to exchange with wanted, and then you would trade one object for another object. Well, now what if I wanted to trade for something and then buy an object in the future, get an object in the future? Well, you couldn't do that with a trade system, because then you would have to rely on the trust of someone. So people made money, and money was born. So people would exchange their item for a good that would be later accepted for someone, from someone, for another good. So if someone made a chair, this person that bought the chair would give them a gold coin. Now that gold coin holds the human energy that it took to make that chair. And now that gold coin can be used by the person that made the chair and spend their human energy on another thing that they desire in the future. So for thousands of years, people have used gold as the primary money. The most successful civilizations were the ones with the most gold, because they controlled the wealth of the world. So, but why did people choose gold? Because you could say that gold back in the day had no value, because the only value that was given to it was what was accepted by the world. And that's the same with currency nowadays. The only reason people agree to trade with it is because we all agree that it has value. Now we know what money is. What makes good money? Well, there's some attributes to money that are very important and make what constitutes good money. The 5 big traits that make money good money are divisibility, durability, portability, scarcity, and uniformity. And all of these things together make money an efficient way to store energy, much like a battery. And you can think, if money lacked these qualities, then it would be like the battery loses energy over time. And you're looking for the best battery, the one that will hold all of your charge. Just the same way you're looking for money to hold its value, hold its energy. And if a money doesn't have these 5 qualities, then it essentially is leaking energy over time. So for the first one, divisibility, obviously you will need, as the economy grows, you will need to divide your money into other parts that can be distributed easily. Durable, you don't want to waste energy or time creating new money. So, for instance, you don't want to be creating new currency all the time. And currency is pretty good. I'm not sure how long currency lasts, but for instance, you couldn't use plants because they will rot, so you can't use plants as money. Portable is also a very important one. Obviously, if you want to transport $100 million worth of gold, you're going to need something that can tow it, and you need all the security. And scarcity is another important quality. If money could just be created by anyone, then it really has no value at all. If you could just print $100 bills, then everyone's $100 bills would be worthless, because everyone has as many $100 bills as they want, and they don't mean anything. And this is what inflation is. Inflation is when more money is created and it diminishes the value of everyone else's money. So for gold was a very good, durable. It didn't tarnish. You could divide it. You could easily, because it could be melted down into coins. It was also pretty scarce. It wasn't very easy to obtain gold. I think the gold inflation rate is like 2% a year. And so currency took over gold because gold wasn't very portable. And with Bitcoin, it has all of the 5 attributes that you need for good money. It's infinitely divisible, so a check mark for that. It's durable. It lives off of the internet, and in order to shut Bitcoin down, you need to shut the internet down worldwide. It's like shutting down Bitcoin would be like trying to catch a viral video and get it back in the bag. Once it's viral, there's copies of it somewhere. There's no way it will be, it could be put back in the bag. Once the cat's out of the bag, it's out. It's portable, so instead of having to give money or transfer gold, it's just information which we can beam around at the speed of light. So it's extremely portable, the most portable money we've ever had. And it's also secure. So you can send money and it's encrypted, so there's no way people can hack into it. And yeah, it's also scarce. The cap on Bitcoin is 21 million, I believe, and over time we will get to the 21 million, but the limit is 21 million, so it's perfectly scarce, unlike anything we have ever had in the past. And you can try to think of anything that has all of these 5 qualities, and if you let me know, I will invest in that, but I don't think so. It also has to be uniform, so people can confirm that it's money. This is also easy, as it's just information that's being set around. So when people think about money, they think of dollar bills. This is the only thing they've known, paper money written by the government. But money has been around pretty much forever in the form of gold or glass beads, anything that people use to determine value. In prisoner of war camps, they used cigarettes as money. Clearly that wasn't very effective money, because whenever a shipment would come in, cigarettes would lose their value essentially. Whenever a new shipment of cigarettes came in, Also, you smoke them, so you know they're not durable. But it was the best that they had. You know, they couldn't use, you know, flowers. Obviously, like that's better than flowers. So why Bitcoin is the best solution? Well, essentially it's the store of, it's a battery that holds human energy with the least amount of leakage for anything. So it's this perfectly efficient way of distributing wealth. The only costs are the energy costs of running the system, which are very small compared to all the resources that we use now to instill the financial institutions and the security of our dollars. Now that we've determined what Bitcoin is and how it is valuable, what is the market? Because I'm in the business of making money, so I want to make money on this trade. And why I think it's the trade of the millennium. Well, if you take all of the store of value assets that Bitcoin will be targeting, gold is a primary one, a lot of government bonds, cash that's just laying around, that's getting devalued, you'd want to store that in Bitcoin. And this total market is in the hundreds of trillions. And so my target is 100 trillion before I even think about selling. And right now Bitcoin is worth under $1 trillion. So, you know, you can do the math on the upside on that. So that's my first video in my series about Bitcoin. It was just an introduction episode saying what Bitcoin is and why it is valuable. And most people don't really know the real reason it was created, but yeah, it's not necessarily going to be a currency, although it could be. Like, you might not buy your coffee with it, but the store of value aspect is more valuable than people realize. It's not just the gold market. It's, you know, targeting all of bonds. Why would you want to own a bond that's tied up with the government, who's devaluing the bond each year, when you can own a Bitcoin and it's like a index fund, but it's the world's economy in a sense, and that's the best store of value, in my opinion. You know. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and watch my other series videos. It'll really help. Thanks.